Boys, very, very special episode.
Here we go.
Happy birthday, Motorsport Republica.
1 year.
1 year since our first step, huh?
Well done, boys.
Awesome stuff. Some huge news that'll follow this brief intro. But congratulations, boys. Congratulations, Curtis.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Curtis.
Thank you, Curtis.
Thanks to all you guys that tune in and listen and watch our reels and have a laugh with us.
Yeah.
We couldn't be here without you guys, and we're only growing stronger. And I hope you guys are loving the ride so far, and there's plenty more to come. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's been an amazing ride, hasn't it? We've done some unbelievable things in the last year.
I can't believe it's been a year.
It's gone quick, eh?
It's gone
super
so quick.
Yeah.
From Tom's humble spare room.
Casting couch.
The casting couch.
That's soon to be released, by the way. That's going to be a paid episode, all right? That'll be our first paid episode.
When he's all oiled up. But it's awesome. It's we've seen, Vermeulen, Cuddlin. Cuddlin was our first guest. He was incredible.
Brian starring, bro.
Starring. Fuck, sorry. I'm thinking of first away guest. They all merge into one after a while.
But we've done some great things. We've been obviously MotoGP, Superbikes. You boys have been away as well up to Queensland. So way more to come. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg as well.
Just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
We've got some hopefully some big plans for later on in the year, which would be really cool if that all comes about. So we're in talks with a few people, but as Daniel said, thanks to the listeners. It's been so cool.
Yeah.
Even meeting them at MotoGP or even at work, or you boys have been stopped a few times at Mitre 10 or the airport.
Yeah.
So it's just really cool to talk to people and help create a bit more of a community around motorcycle racing as well.
I think it's where it all started. We talked every week about what's happening in MotoGP and F1, and now we get to talk to each other, but everyone else gets to listen as well. So
and it's been cool. And I think Daniel's really brought this out with us too, Tom, with getting into the ASBK scene a whole lot more, and meeting the guys there, how interesting that's been, and on Queensland Raceway, and meeting the personalities that race with that, they've been really, really cool. And
100%. For me, it was Superbikes this year. I mean, I was so negative about it. Last year, I thought, who the fuck watches this? And then I've seemed to really. I mean, the racing's obviously got better, but I seem to really enjoy it, and it goes back to. We talk about V8 supercars when we first started, where that's probably dropped off a little bit because you need to learn the people, the personalities.
That's right.
Because that's what makes it so exciting, and that's what obviously has brought Formula One to where it's at today.
Yeah.
And that's where you just need to, and hopefully we bring that to people as well.
Yeah.
And the other thing with Supercross, I mean, Jet and Hunter Lawrence.
Yeah.
Man, unreal, aren't they?
I think there was the Maroochydore Sun put an article out for them. It should be on the front page of the Herald Sun.
Absolutely.
Bloody oath. And it's fun to talk MotoGP, not such a serious slide as well. Bring a bit more entertainment to it, or F1, not so
Yeah, the power rankings.
Yeah, power rankings.
Taking the piss a little. So.
Yeah, taking the piss.
And people love that. People love that.
Yeah, it's just that's all it is. It's just having a bit of a laugh and talking about the racing.
We've also got some other big news.
Yeah, huge news.
Yep.
So I am proud. We're proud to announce we have a new partnership with MJ Trading Cards, which is
What's that about?
Well, Mitch, good friend of mine, has actually started this business a few years ago, and he's brought it into the biggest Australian break, card breakers. Mm-hmm. So 15 times a day, he reads out cards, people buy the boxes, and you might get lucky and you might win a $10,000 to $100,000 basketball card, NFL card, baseball card. So he's going into fewer sports. He is killing it in the industry at the moment. A lot of people know about him. So jump on his website, mjtradingcards.com.au. We are very, very excited to announce we also have a discount code for our listeners. So MSR15, we'll write it up here, 15% off your first order, which is exciting. So you buy the pack, guys. He reads the cards out, and you might get super lucky, and you might be rich overnight. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Thanks to Republica.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah. If you win $1 million in a card, I'll need a finder's fee or something.
Yeah, we get a commission on this. But yeah, later in the show, we'll be launching MJ Trading Cards Performance of the Week, which we're super excited about.
Yeah,
so we're gonna pick a big Performance of the Week, and yeah, that's coming up later in the show. So
yeah, grouse.
While we're on this subject, while everyone's listening and they're so excited, we also have that big event coming up in a couple of weeks. Wrist watch check. Grip Auto's running event here at Benzina, 8 Water Road, Preston. It's gonna be awesome. They got seven brands here, different watch brands. Tickets are $60. Drinks, nibbles provided, which is awesome. So come in, mingle with everyone, bit of networking, and it's gonna be a super awesome night. So 30th of May, Thursday night.
We'll be here as well.
6 to 9 p.m. We're going to be running a live podcast on the night. So yeah, super excited about that.
Love it, mate. That's really cool.
Yeah. Now you know what's really cool. MotoGP at the moment.
Is it not just the greatest sport in the world?
It's the best sport in the world.
You know what? Halfway through that race, I go, oh, geez, what's going on? Then boom, last 5 laps. You just reminds you how fucking good it is.
And like with MotoGP, it's you think someone's out of it, and then they're not.
They're not.
Like Marquez comes straight back. Like, oh.
Yeah, credit where credit's due with both Martin and Marquez. Bagnaia to a certain extent. I mean, he gets out in the lead. He transforms on a Sunday, and he really has to work on that.
Such a Sunday man.
Yeah,
oh my God.
This is the definition of Sunday man, eh?
What's your thoughts on that, Daniel? What's the difference between a Saturday and a Sunday for him?
I don't know, man. I really thought he would have done okay in the sprints. He did at the start when they first came out, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't like that format. Prefers to just punch in lap after lap. Probably doesn't like being on the edge for that 10 to 12 laps.
So
probably prefers the comfort of having more time to ease into it, get the tyres ready.
Tyre conservation is one of his stronger.
Yeah, exactly. Pull
Yeah.
that lead and let someone's, we always talk about it, but aero and tyre pressures come into play. He probably prefers that sort of tactic, I would say.
Interesting. Have you got results for us, Dan?
I do. Sprint results. We have got, that's race results. Sprint results, Jorge Martin, Marc Marquez, Maverick Vinales, Enea Bastianini, Aleix Espargaro, Pedro Acosta, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Jack Miller, Raul Fernandez, and Fabio Quartararo. That is your top 10 for the sprint. And then race results, Jorge Martin doing the double, Marc Marquez second, Pecco Bagnaia third, Enea Bastianini fourth, Maverick Vinales, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Franco Morbidelli, Brad Binder, Aleix Espargaro, and Alex Marquez. These are your top 10.
Alex Marquez fraud watch, mate. He's doing nothing.
He has been doing nothing, eh?
Yeah.
I honestly thought, I was like, you know what? Benefit of the doubt, he might do okay this year. No.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of good performances. I think he got a 4th one track.
Yeah.
But nothing.
He
he's
showed a lot
fraud
more
watch.
promise last year at this stage of the season than what he has this year.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening there, but fingers crossed we can see him back up the front.
Yeah,
he's
who
actually
knows?
He's actually good to watch.
Yeah.
People are going to hate me for it. Luke's going to kick us out of here because I've
Jesus
said it.
Christ. The big thing.
Bro, I've full gone 180 on Marquez. I'm getting kicked out
Yeah,
first.
this is fucked. This is actually like a this is a news. This should be on Channel 9 News right now.
I should be ahead of the Hunter and Jet news, I reckon.
Get it out. Yeah. What's going on, Tom? Marquez fan now.
I don't know.
This man hated Marc Marquez.
Bagnaia is my new pet hate. Fucking boring Bagnaia, I call him. BB.
That's my missus, bro.
Big booty. But yeah, I just like the way he goes about it.
Poor Trip.
No, I just like the way that he goes about it.
You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. You can't even diagnose yourself, you fucking see-it-all motherfucker. You don't like Repsol Honda.
I don't like Repsol Honda.
As soon as he left Repsol Honda, that was it.
Yeah, 100%. And he hopped on a Ducati, and
You were a fan.
And you know the other thing is, James, he's
Go on, get it out.
I've done everything I can before with the commercials. He's the underdog, and I love an underdog.
Yeah, it's true.
He's on an
MY.
MY23, a model year 23 Ducati, and he's not expected to win, and he's given it to him. And to be honest with you, he got held up so much on that race. If he had a clear run and if he was headed with Bagnaia at the start, he probably would have won the race.
Oh, bro, you're listening to Danby too much.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But I don't think he would have won the race. I think Bastianini would have won the race if he didn't have that long run.
Yeah, he came in hot. That was vintage Bastianini, wasn't it?
He's great on the tyres, isn't he? That's just his thing.
He just seems to be one of the best at it, eh?
He's breaking through next round.
Severely overlooked, and that's will be talked about later on in the pod as well. But Bastianini's severely overlooked.
Yeah, they mentioned him a couple of times. Anyway, I want to jump back to qualifying. I have a pet peeve as well. These fucking yellow flags.
Yeah, man.
Okay, anticlimax.
Yep.
Anticlimax. Bagnaia running out on the track with a fire extinguisher. Is he delaying the yellow flag? Like, is he prolonging it? Like, what's the go there? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I didn't see any of that.
Probably trying to get it sorted quickly, get the bike off, and then get it on.
1 minute
bike
left,
and go.
bro. 1 minute left. He's running out with a fire extinguisher. He's second on the.
What do you mean? I did not see any.
I seen him run out.
Bro, he's
fire
running
extinguisher, but
with a minute left.
I didn't
Why, get
realise
off the
time.
track, get the bike off, and get green flags out. He's running on with a fire
What
extinguisher.
the fuck? I was too busy watching Richmond lose by 100
Man,
points on
like
Saturday
I
night.
was watching it thinking this guy he's taking this to a new level because they're gonna stay yellow flags for the whole time.
Yeah.
So he keeps his position, and then they all start flying off the ground, and then boom, if qualifying's over.
Yeah.
Super anticlimax for me. I was so.
But that's
disappointed.
always it's
always been the way.
It's
Well,
always like that.
It
now.
wasn't like that back in the day, though,
Well,
was it?
it wasn't. When did they bring that in?
6 years
6
ago?
years ago. Yeah.
Bro, they used to fly around the track, and
It's a Formula One rule.
100%. And I just think there has to be some they cancel the whole lap. If they cancel the
Yeah,
whole
No,
lap.
it's so ridiculous.
In F1, you cannot go faster in that sector. You can still put a time up.
You just can't go fast.
You just got to show that you've lifted through the yellow flag sector. This is completely lap cancelled, and I
Yeah.
think they have to look at that rule. It frustrates the hell out of me.
Yeah, that's fair enough. MotoGP do better, seriously.
And yeah, I do better. I think they really have to look at that rule because it absolutely destroyed qualifying, and qualifying is so important now.
And
because
it's
you've
so
got the sprint
exciting.
race and you've got the main race.
It's so exciting.
yeah, so exciting. But yeah, that's
take
my
that
little two. I just felt like Bagnaia that got overlooked, and that's my hot take. Was I think he actually did that to prolong the yellow flag.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But have a look at the footage. I could be completely wrong.
Boys, as usual, most impressive, biggest disappointments, and biggest surprise after the Le Mans weekends.
I'm going to take it. I'm going to go first. I'm on a roll here. Jorge Martin. Okay.
Yeah.
15 laps behind Bagnaia.
Yeah.
15 laps. Watching him, finding out where he's strong, holding the tyres up, even though in the past we've seen some harsher tyre wear, tyre pressures as well. I think, as you mentioned before the pod, Dan, that's becoming less of a factor lately, maybe because of the tyre pressure rule. They're going a little bit more. They're hunting that, not going as close.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And he attacks, he wins. He could have pulled away, a couple of little mistakes going into the last couple of laps. He's young, it happens. I understand it's pressure, but super impressive. Biggest disappointment for me, I think those MotoGP bikes are outgrowing that circuit. Every pass was a big risk.
Yeah, it was.
There was just nothing like that first corner. If you fluff that first corner, that's pretty much the only passing opportunity on the track. And if you fluff it, you're gone. You're finished.
Yeah.
Go everywhere else. You just hold the inside. Going into the hairpin. What's the name of that corner, Dan?
Garage there.
Garage there. Well done. Super risky. And you saw issues with it all weekend. People going up the inside, running wide. And then who knocked who off? Did Aleix knock someone off?
It was Bastianini.
Bastianini, long lap penalty.
Yeah, and
That was through the chicane.
that was through a chicane.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
and he got
Acosta
the long
came
lap.
off and almost knocked off.
That was amazing. He's even good at crashing, Pedro Acosta, not taking people out.
Bro, how crazy was that? It was like
He split the middle.
He split the middle. Yeah, he couldn't have done that again if he tried.
No.
But Marquez, that last lap pass on
Oh my
Bagnaia,
god,
which was amazing.
I was like gripping on
Yeah.
to the bed when I was watching
But
that.
for me, it's I don't know how Sachsenring is going to go this year because that's obviously even tighter and twistier. But that was for me. I just think there's got to be some changes, and it's probably more the bikes in the track.
Well, that's why they're going down to 850, bruh.
True. Biggest surprise, this is a bit of a funny one, but Aaron Cadet does not sound how he looks.
Aaron Canet.
Aaron Canet.
Did you say Aaron Cadet?
No, Aaron Canet. He does not sound how he looks. He looks completely different to how he
Oh,
sounds.
is he doing like a David Beckham?
Bro,
Where
my
he talks
God.
like this?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was looking at him. I'm listening. First time I've ever seen him interviewed, by the way. I was like, "What's that fucking little tattooed guy speaking like that?" I was like, "What the hell?"
Does he,
Expecting like,
does he still have his wooden bow tie?
yeah. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I didn't see. But is that he's tattooed necks and all this? But I've always had my pet peeve for him. as you know.
You only don't like him after he skittled at like 10 riders out at
Jerez in Moto3.
Yeah, like
Fuck,
2017
that's
or
so
something.
frustrating. It was ridiculous. Why do I hang on to that moment so much?
Or seed oiled hard.
I don't know. I should have butter, margarine. It went to margarine. I mean, it's so dumb, isn't it?
Yeah, your parents did something.
Something spreadable. I said, don't get the spreadable. Fucking hell.
Yeah, you're on a roll.
Yeah, go.
All right, for me, the most impressive, the fans.
Yeah,
Yeah, the French fans, they have to almost be taken over as the best fans in the world. It was always the Italians, but like seeing all the riders
I love it.
in the grandstand, holy hell, that was amazing. Or the riders like making them clap, like Marquez was doing that and Martin on the podium.
Yeah.
They love it, man.
It'd
They
be
love
up
it.
there with, if you're going to go to Europe and watch a MotoGP race.
It's almost a race to go to, isn't it?
Jerez and Le Mans now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't think Mugello is where it was back in the Rossi era.
And it never will be, I don't think.
I don't think so. Well, I guess we'll see a little bit this year.
Yeah, you're going to see. It was improved last year, but yeah, Le Mans fans. And I think Quartararo has just done so much for them.
A sick kit too over the weekend.
Oh, man, how good was the helmet?
Looked sick.
It was fucking... What?
Didn't love it, no.
Nah,
You're
man, he's last two Le
crazy.
Mans helmets.
No, I didn't love it.
Yeah,
Love 'em.
yeah.
I didn't like the leathers. I think
I
they could,
thought they looked good.
Nah, they could have done better.
Nah,
A big
I
French
rate it.
flag or something would have been cool.
Nah, you can't go too French, otherwise it turns Alpine and shit show.
Similar
French
colours,
is-
similar colours, but I like the pink. don't
Yeah,
they?
the pink was cool.
The French motorsport not going too well at the moment.
But they can put on an event.
Yeah.
They can put on an event.
It's about it,
They
but-
just can't actually ride or
Yeah,
drive.
they're drivers and riders.
Sacre bleu.
Oh no, Zarco finished 12th in the
Right,
race. That's
Zarco's
all
doing
right.
good. Zarco's actually doing
The
all
best
right.
Honda by an absolute country mile.
Yeah, I know. But I think anyone can beat Marini. I think a 5-year-old on their push bike could beat Marini at the moment.
But yeah, you had him fucking top 10 this year, Jim.
Yeah, I think I did. He's let me down. Biggest disappointment for me is a year on, no tightrope walkers over the front straight. I was looking forward to it.
I was waiting for that too, to be honest. I was like,
And why,
oh,
and why
surely
were they
not.
singing the Brisbane Lions
Yeah.
theme song at the start of the race? It's got to be one of the best anthems, though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Fuck,
it
it
is.
gets
It's
you
up there.
going.
Yeah, and everyone was singing it again. The fans, amazing. No tightrope walkers was disappointing. And every year I make the same joke to my missus. Oh, look, it's the Brisbane Lions theme song. The French actually copied the Brisbane Lions. She just laughs like, I've heard it 1,000 times.
Right, you are.
Reminds me of Dave, that the 3 titles. Same.
Oh, that's shocking. But yeah, no tightrope walkers. I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, did
What's
they have,
going
what
on?
was the pre...
Must have spent their
budget
budget.
cuts.
Yeah.
budget thing? COVID.
Yeah, it's only just hitting them. And biggest surprise for me, bit of a wacky one, I guess, is I didn't realize now that Marc Marquez is only a couple points away from Pecco on the title. He's like
Yeah,
3 points
I think
behind.
they're all within. So
Beside,
to Martin, it's what, 30 points now?
Roughly
Yeah,
30.
Or a bit
yeah.
over 30 points,
Yeah.
38 points.
yeah, something like
And
that.
then I think Marquez is 39 and Bastianini's 39.
They're all pretty
Yeah,
close.
they're all really
They're like
close. But like, my point is if you said to us at the start of the season, going into Le Mans, or finished going into Barcelona, Marquez is only 3 points away from Pecco, you'll be thinking, holy fuck. Like he's a title threat.
Well, I wonder if we should go back to our comments on our pre-season predictions.
I can't even remember what I said yesterday, let alone then.
You said Marquez for the championship. I said Marquez for the championship. And we'll see. And everyone gave us shit. So
yeah,
we'll see
true.
what happens.
Well, we still got to go through Jorge Martin, so that's
Yeah, that's the
problem.
thing. But
Still a lot to
he just, I don't know if he can just,
I'm still like,
yeah. Even the last 4 laps, okay? He had probably a second lead and then made 2
couple
big mistakes.
Yeah, silly mistakes.
And like, it's just that mental,
Just those little things.
that little, like,
But he still won.
I still won.
He still went 1-1.
That's right.
What
100%.
else? What else more can he do?
100%.
And he's saying that to Ducati. What else more can I do?
Did he lead every practice, every qualifying, and he won both races on the weekend? I'm pretty sure he was first in everything.
Okay, yeah, I'm not too sure.
Maybe not practice 3. I didn't see practice 3, but
Yeah, I'm not.
he was definitely P1 in practice 1, P1 in practice. What do you call it? Qualifying.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I've got no idea. Daniel, what about you?
Biggest disappointment, Bez. shocker of a weekend.
Yeah,
He won last
true.
year, didn't he?
And
Won last year.
promising. He was in good positions when he threw it away in both races.
Both those races just, I think he's just trying to override the bike, to be honest.
Yep.
I think he's not letting it sort of
Yeah.
come to him as much. Just pushing too hard. And especially coming off a good result last round. You know, it was really thought, okay, this is the turning point for him. He'll start being there or thereabouts anyway. But yeah, just throwing it down the road, silly.
It's a great call. He was super disappointing.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Biggest surprise was Marquez has come through the pack from 13th.
Huge.
Massive.
Well, I guess that whole thing was a surprise that he didn't make it through to Q2.
Had a shocking weekends besides the races.
Yeah, exactly. So it just shows that he's still got it. I think sometimes when he tries to override the bike, he makes a lot of mistakes and puts it down the road, which is pretty evident. But other than that, he seems to be adjusting well. He just needs to take those little things that, it's just habit. He's been around the traps.
Sure.
Just take those things from Honda and just get rid of them, and that's it.
Do you think it's ominous signs? He's had a few good rounds now.
100%, man.
If he
would
would think
qualify-
so, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
If he qualified well and was up there, I'm telling you, it would have. He could have won the race.
He just seems like he's got just good all round pace now.
And the other thing is, he was behind a lot of the race. Okay, he was trying to pass Vinales for a long time. Would have destroyed the tires. Finally got past him, and then zoomed into the back of Bagnaia pretty quickly.
The biggest thing I've noticed actually the past few rounds now is he's more patient.
Yeah,
Where
he
in
waits a lot
Honda,
more. He had to go.
Yeah. In Honda, he had to go. Then he's making those real crazy moves. Where now he's biding his time a bit more, and he knows he's got the pace. How quickly did he catch up to Pecco and Martin? Obviously, they're cutting each other up as well, and that was. But
he was catching him.
yeah, he's a lot more patient.
I think, again, that comes with age. And I think the other thing is too, having the bike underneath him that can actually produce the power to stay with someone. I think maybe towards the end, that Honda might not have always been the quickest.
Yeah,
So he
or
had
it's
to-
usable power.
Yeah, so he had to use its power through the corners, get into those spots, make a breakthrough there, and then not get caught up. Especially those times with Dovi and that, you would see most of the times that the horsepower of the Ducati get the better of the
The
Honda.
patience
100%.
is a great point because it goes back to the Jerez when he had that big injury. How impatient was he that day?
Yeah.
Remember, he just thought, I'm the best. I'm going to just throw everything on the road.
Yeah.
And then that's what happened,
It's when you come undone.
He's gone the full circle now,
Yeah.
So
He's
it's
a
good to
lot
see-
more
it's good to
patient.
see.
And he's still pretty brash in how he can pass, but that pass he did on Pecco was ice cold. And he came from a long way back. You see the aerial shot of that? Holy fuck, he came from a long way back.
Well, that's it, man. If there's a gap, you got to take it.
Yeah.
What did Ayrton Senna said, if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no,
No
longer a
longer a
racer.
racing driver. Yeah.
So that was biggest surprise. And most impressive was Moto3 Angel Piqueras through the chicane. 2 or 3 laps in a row. You should have seen these moves.
yeah.
Just talk about stone cold and ruthless. It was unbelievable to watch. It was super impressive. You made him stick.
He seems to be the next big thing, doesn't he?
1 year
he's-
version too.
Yeah, he is.
Because it's the same number, isn't it?
Same
Yeah,
bike,
and
same
team.
number,
Everything.
same color. Yeah, it's.
Oh, he should just take
crazy.
his fucking spot now, I reckon.
Better off. Well, there's talks that Mia might just throw in the towel altogether.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
fair
might
enough.
just retire from racing.
But who
There's
cares?
a
He won a
couple
championship.
things.
He won a
that's right.
championship.
He's in talks of Trackhouse as well.
Mia
Yeah. With Davide Brivio. Ties
Ah.
there.
to go back. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's come out over
Probably
the
suit
weekend.
his style, that bike too.
I'm telling
I
you,
like.
man.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, it's
I don't
not
mind
bad.
that at all.
Trackhouse, Mir and Joe Roberts.
Oh, bro, get Joe Roberts in.
Yeah.
Gotta get him in.
What about Oliveira, but?
Fraud
Repsol
watch.
Honda.
Yeah. He'll do awesome there.
Oh,
Mate, he's the biggest fraud watch of all time. I'd put him in fraud watch if it wasn't for him banging his steps.
No, he had a good race. He finished 9th, didn't he?
Miguel.
Miguel, it's not good enough though.
Well, not when Aleix Espargaro was fucking nearly on the podium, true.
It's not good enough. 9th isn't good enough for him
No,
anymore.
Miguel didn't finish the race.
Oh, he must have crashed out.
I think he got 9th in the sprint race.
Oh, 9th in the sprint. We've gone
11th.
We've gone off him, haven't we, since the
Oh,
start of the
I know.
season?
You, especially you and I. We bloody. We were
I
vouching
had
for
him
him.
bottom 5. I almost had a guy punch me in the bloody World Superbike Expo.
Yeah,
You had him
remember?
you had him bottom 5.
I didn't bottom 5. That's
And
just I
remember, we're
forgot.
like, nah, you're
You're
tripping.
tripping. He's on a factory bike, blah, blah, blah.
Fucking
Yeah, we look silly now, don't we?
yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. Marie top 10. So, yeah,
True.
It's out.
Balances out.
It's long season.
40 seconds he was behind, Chidge. 40
Bro,
seconds.
Luca Marini, this is in my notes, has less points than Danny Pedrosa.
Oh, my God.
Same with Nakagami, but Nakagami, you know.
They celebrated the fact that he finished 14th. Come on, dude.
Bro, how is that? So what is he? Yeah, he was Luca Marini was 10 seconds off Rins, who came second last in Le Mans and had a ride through fucking what are they called? Long lap penalty.
Double long lap.
And he still
Flavour of
finished
the
10
month, man.
seconds.
Did you see how many long laps there were in Moto3?
Yeah, heaps.
They would have had a lot of rubber in there at least. Good grip.
Yeah, would have been rubber
True.
down.
Good point.
It was crazy.
You know what? I don't understand how they do that. Like how they have the same braking point all weekend and they go, in the race, they got to brake that much later to go through the long lap. That takes massive skill. You
Of
go, I
course.
have to brake at this point to get around this point. Like, I reckon that would be super
Well,
hard.
if they know they have a long lap, they practice it through the weekend anyway.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really good thing they've brought in as a long lap penalty.
the best thing.
I like it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so good.
And especially for Moto3, because
And
if you got
for-
one long lap, you're not even out of the race.
And the other thing
Yeah.
with like double like their jump start, like you gain like maybe a second out of it. Instead of fucking a whole race, you get 2 long laps like
Yeah.
Aleix Espargaro did, and then you game on. You know?
Yeah, it's game on, especially for Moto3, because you can if you catch back up to the pack, it's you
Because
good
I
as
think
gold.
Miller had a long lap a couple of years ago at Le Mans and still won the
He's
race.
still in
didn't
the
he?
wet.
Yeah.
and
on
it's
the flag to flag.
some tracks are harsher than others. I think Silverstone's like a 5-second almost long lap or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Where some other circuits
Where
like
one
2.5.
And one track, I can't remember where it is. It's almost better to go through the long lap. You get a better sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really like more momentum
You
out of the
get-
corner. Yeah.
I think the stewards, what they do is if that's the case, they give them, like when they're going to give
double.
them one, they give them 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like it's like in Formula One when there's a drive through penalty, but you don't lose that much. Like Silverstone, they do like a 10-second stop and go.
Yeah.
I've got an interesting point for you guys. The pre-podium talks that they do before they go out and spray the champagne.
So they're in the car. You talking about?
No, when they're in
When they're in the, like,
little room,
cool down
rewatching
room.
the cool down
yeah.
room,
Yep.
rewatching the. Do you reckon when Liberty Media takes over, they'll make them speak English?
Interesting. Now they do post a video after the race, like 6 hours, 12 hours after, with the subtitles.
Yeah, but if it's Liberty Media trying to,
I don't know, man.
I know. But when I was watching it, I'm like, fuck, I would love to know what they're saying right now. But if it's 3 Spanish guys.
Did you see that video emerged yesterday that was Rossi was talking to his Ducati, the Ducati mechanics about Pecco?
No.
Oh, I'll have to show you.
Oh,
post-pod.
yeah, I've seen that.
And he was
yeah.
like, when he's overconfident, he fucks it all up or something. Do you reckon that was like, you speak Italian, Daniel, so you would have known. Was it true? Or was that all just fake?
I can't remember the clip. I'd have to rewatch it. So maybe we can retouch on it next ep. But
Yeah, it was really interesting.
I did listen to it and I thought what he mentioned was very interesting. Yeah, it was definitely whatever I listened to, like it was true.
It
What
was
I
pretty
read
much
on
he
the-
said, like, if he goes into the weekend as an underdog, he performs better. But if he gets overconfident, he always fucks the race up. So it was super interesting. That was Rossi saying it.
Yeah, he
so.
sort of said he's there, but not there still
Not
fully.
switched
He's not
on.
fully. He's not the full package yet.
Yeah.
I this is gonna sound harsh, but I think if you're a Grand Prix winner, you should be speaking English in there. It's what 80% of the viewers would be English.
Well, I don't know.
People who are Spanish or Italian would probably have the other. They go, no, speak your native tongue, but it's
Yeah,
kind of
it's a
kind of
tough one.
unfair if you got 2 Spanish guys in there and then like
Like Brad Binder.
it's rude. You should all try to speak the same language.
I think
Yeah,
the
but
thing
then,
is though
and then
Brad Binder should speak
Spanish or Italian, yeah.
it's
and
hard.
they've all been brought up through those paddocks. And you look at, like, let's take Remy Gardner for example. He speaks Spanish. Growing up in those paddocks, you learn to speak it anyway because you need to communicate with team bosses, mechanics, and engineers, and all that kind of stuff. So, I think the other thing is too. The biggest thing is if you make them speak English, their personality is not going to show through. They're going to stumble on their words. They're going to have to stop and think about what they're trying to say next.
true.
So it's
Good.
interesting.
Great
Whereas
point.
if you're letting them speak their native language,
You can probably get more out of it.
you're
as
going to
well.
get a lot more out of it, and you're going to get more Like I love seeing Bez in those things and
Yeah.
and
Jorge
Bastianini and Martin because they're
someone
like,
in a line of coke.
yeah, they're like, but they're super like funny
Yeah.
and they're using profanity and
For sure.
it's really good. It's good watching.
I honestly think they're going to make him speak English
Okay.
to appeal to that market.
They might.
It's a
Yeah.
huge thing that minute you get to see the
It
three
is
riders
massive.
talking to each other. Like it's massive in F1 as well.
Yeah.
They shut off, no one speaks, they fucking put the camera
Yeah.
on and like you hear the real
And most F1 drivers, are British. Like
And I
not
love
most, but a lot
English
of them
speaking.
are real English
I
speaking.
love in the F1 they've got like the incidents on the screen and they're
Yeah.
all watching and going, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what fucking
Well, that's what
happened?
they were doing at Le
Yeah.
Mans with the GP.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, but
I think for them, it's,
I don't know,
better.
it's interesting.
It goes back to that reaction,
yeah.
like you just said. You
Yeah.
know, you're gonna get more out of them if they're going me. Like,
Ink, yeah. Schläger. Questions, James? We got some hot takes from our viewers.
Mate, we got some hot take. Oh, do you want to go through Moto2 and Moto3 first?
No, let's do it. Let's
let's
do the
do some hot
questions.
takes.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck, all right,
We've
let's
got
do it.
plenty of time.
Yeah, we got all
time in the
night.
world.
We're celebrating. We're the party poppers, but first birthday,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
true.
gonna get Curry some sushi later. He's gonna be up and about.
Oh yeah.
Some little sushi nigiris.
Shakes head. All right.
There's
let
none
me
from
go.
Bandana Man, are there?
When's
Yeah,
Donald
there
Trump
is.
coming to the MotoGP paddock?
Fuck, I don't know.
Bro, McLaren got trashed in the media over that.
Of course.
Oh,
they will.
really?
It's
That's so rude.
ridiculous. Like the guy's a presidential campaign. Like he's gonna be
He's
the
in
next
the, he's not in
president.
the political fucking talk now.
Sorry, but like
That's on the summer break. We're going to get into that.
yeah, true. Jesus Christo. Now we've had about 100 responses.
Yeah, I'm
James.
just trying to go on through.
narrow them down to.
I'm
Probably,
actually trying to get obviously the best questions, but some of the key followers as well. All right, first at Lachlan.Boyle. He's one of the OGs.
Yep. Thanks, Lockie.
The
Yeah, shout out, Lachie.
the disrespect to the beasts from Ducati is unreal.
So I've actually spoken to Lockie about this quite a lot over Messenger, and yeah, he's a big Bastianini fan.
Gotcha.
So I tend to agree.
Yeah, but
Or he's second. Is he second in the world title? Or is he fourth now?
Bastianini.
Yeah.
No, he's fourth.
Fourth, but equal points.
like a bee's dick. Yeah. He's equal with Marquez.
But he's got no excuses now. Yes, he was injured last year. Yes, he was getting used to the bike. But he's got no excuses. He's had a pre-season to a certain extent. Yes, he probably would have podium on the weekend if he didn't have that long lap. But, man, you're building a MotoGP team. Who are you going to pick? Bastianini or a Marquez or Martin? You're going to pick Marquez or Martin. It's a no-brainer.
Depends what you're going for.
I
I'm
agree.
going youth.
I agree with him though. I think the disrespect is
Yeah,
unreal.
it's not.
Oh, no,
it's not
100%.
talking about the results as
Yeah.
such. It's
It's
yeah,
like-
not considering him or keeping him
Yeah,
out of the conversation.
It's more Marquez versus Martin. It's not
yeah,
a triple threat.
yeah. You're not
Yeah,
talking about the
no,
guy that's
yeah.
still there.
The
Yeah.
disrespect's definitely there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
That's a cutthroat industry. It always has
bro,
been.
100%.
It is.
But he'll stay. If he wants to.
He'll
go
stay on a factory team somewhere.
somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
Pramac or Aprilia.
Aprilia is seemingly.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna divert for a second for F1 at Yasmin X Kasem. Lando is an overrated driver.
What?
Oscar is world champ material and has the X factor you talk about.
Oh, Yasmin. Yes, he's Oscar Piastri is a
Hot
massive
take, hot take?
He's world championship material, but like you got to look at the race results. I mean, how good Lando is on those tires, how good Lando is on those long runs. That's where it takes, and that's where Verstappen's the difference. You know, you have to be the complete package. Where Piastri, he's young, but he's not there yet. He hasn't done a full race, and he's passed someone in the last 10 laps or something.
yeah.
He's always dropping down. So that's the difference.
Fuck. That's a hot take.
They're both world champions material.
Yeah.
I think Lando's the future right now.
Yeah.
The future, I feel like it takes a long time in Formula One. I think we've spoken about this at length, but like it's not like someone bursts on the scene like a Pedro Acosta or Marc Marquez
No,
in
it's always
F1.
harder.
You know, they build up to it. Even Verstappen, he didn't win titles in his first 4 or 5 years, was it?
No, but that's when Mercedes were dominating.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about Verstappen is he won the seat mid-season. Okay, he replaced Kvyat.
And his
Stole his
girlfriend.
seat, stole his wife,
Yeah.
stole his daughter.
And he,
So
but he probably
rude,
did a
but so
better
true.
job. Russian, can't look after their kids. But then won the first race. He was in the Red Bull,
Yeah.
Barcelona. Like that's incredible. And
Yeah,
obviously
it's
he got
insane.
lucky. Both the Mercedes took each other out, but to
Still gotta be there.
hold
Yeah,
that
fucking
pressure.
oath, he's still gonna be
People
there.
forget how amazing that was. Going back to Piastri, yeah, he just hasn't shown me the full capability of a full race distance yet. But he's just as fast as Lando over one lap, and we've seen
100%.
that. And I think everyone's jumping on the Lando bandwagon after having an amazing race. Everyone keeps forgetting if Piastri stayed out one lap longer, he might have won that race.
Yeah.
Because he would have pitted under the safety car. He was ahead of Lando. And if he kept him behind, it could have been a different result.
Okay. I like
Thanks, Jasmine. Keep him coming.
it. Jasmine or Yasmin, mate.
Is it a J or a Y?
Why?
Oh, Yasmin, yeah.
At Braden_Hardcastle, another pod favorite. Fabio will win races again, but never another title.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a fucking hot take, and I agree with it.
I agree. And it's
Yeah.
a shame if he had left bikes this year, yeah, he would have won another title.
If it was on a Aprilia or
Aprilia?
something, yep,
But I think it's
one and done.
there's too much coming through, man.
Yeah.
But you got to
And you
remember,
got too
the
many
kid's only
guys.
24.
Yeah, but so is Martin's only the same.
Do you think Martin's faster than Quartararo on equal machinery?
Faster,
That's
yes.
a fucking great question.
Faster, yes. Racecraft, no.
Correct. Yeah. Faster over one lap, yeah, but over a race.
Racecraft,
Yeah.
I'm taking Fabio.
Yeah.
No, I reckon he can still win a championship.
No, I don't
reckon
know,
if-
man. It's
On a Yamaha. Remember, on a Yamaha.
Until 26, though. Then we've got the 800s coming in. You don't know what's going to happen.
that's right.
Yeah, you
He
don't
could,
know.
he could jump on an Aprilia. They could master this new engine and fucking dominate. You don't know. He's still got the talent.
He does, but I think that's a great call. I think yes,
Hot take.
he'll come close,
Hot
but I
take,
don't
yeah.
think he'll win another one, which is a shame because I've grown to really like Fabio.
Yeah, same.
Nah,
I'm a big fan.
I could take him or leave him.
But if he starts winning again, I won't like him. The weird like that. You know?
That's like Marquez for me.
Nah, I just straight out don't like him.
He'll never be Rossi.
Exactly.
You know what's so crazy? We do like our power rankings and stuff, and it just always goes back to Rossi versus Marquez talk. Like it's either what's a fraud watch,
Yeah.
by like a random Indian dude in like Chiang Mai, or
That's in Thailand. Hyderabad.
Hyderabad Super Kings,
That's where our biggest supporter base is, Hyderabad.
and then it goes back to
Followed by Rajasthan
distant cousin of Afghanistan.
or Pakistan.
Understands.
Any
yeah.
stand questions?
Anyway, and then it goes back to just fuck me. That's another pod favorite, ZZ.Lindsay. Moto2 related, but what's your thoughts on Alonso Lopez's race? Is it overly aggressive?
He was harsh getting that penalty, don't you reckon?
I like the way he goes about it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I love aggressive racing.
Yeah,
And I have to say that I'm a
Rubbing's
Marquez
racing.
fan. Yeah.
But they've really changed that last few years.
they have.
Like,
But then again, in Moto, well,
is there such thing as a racing incident anymore? Like,
I just don't like a pussy rider. Like, just go for the move. I like someone that just goes for the move. You know, there's nothing more frustrating than watching, sorry, Danny Pedrosa, but like just following the whole time and then just not even
but I
throwing
thought that's
a
what
wheel
the
up
race was
there.
going to be like on the weekend. I thought that was going to be the race. They were
Yeah.
just going to stay like that, and then boom, Martin went there, which was so impressive.
Yeah.
100%, I agree with you.
But even Pecco, to a degree, will throw the move.
yeah.
Well, the Pecco's new move is if he gets past at the inside, he just
cuts back.
He just
He'll
cuts straight
cut
back,
back.
and he's done that the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Philip Byron was in and Honda
Yeah.
or Miller. That was it. Like he just puts. He goes, "Are you going to come with me or are you going to not?" Like
Yeah,
he just
that's
puts.
right.
Yeah.
He gives the other
Yeah.
rider the chance.
And the fans will gravitate to aggressive riding. They always do.
Yeah, but it didn't work for Marquez. But he lost a lot of fans.
Yeah, it's only because it was against Rossi, but Rossi
Yeah.
Rossi
That's right.
fans.
Disrespected him.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
But Rossi to Sede Gibernau.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah, but
thing.
who said
punts-
Gibernau?
I can't cheat. We're getting him on the pod. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Hey, said they.
Hates the day.
Sorry what I said. Sorry what I said.
Look, going back to that, I like the way he goes about
I
it.
like it as well.
You know, sometimes when he go overboard, maybe.
God, it's funny. The commentators they were like, "Oh, he's got a long lap. All the riders can relax at the front." They were like, "Oh, he's going back to 11th. Everyone's taking a sigh of relief." I was like, "That's when you know, but like, it's like that's mental. You know,
Yeah.
if he's behind you, we're always watching behind you.
Of course, man.
And that's the difference between the good and the average. you
But
know?
long laps don't stop him. Look at Phillip Island. Didn't he have was that a double long lap when he won the race?
I think he had a double long lap. Yeah,
And
yeah,
still
he did.
smashed it, pulled out the Joker card.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
it was
sick.
That's
cool. Yeah, it was
asserting dominance.
Yeah,
That.
yeah, dude, that's a Daniel Brishy right there, asserting dominance. So I like it. I'm ZZ Lindsay. I'm a fan. I like the aggressive racing, and that's why people like him as well.
Sorry, are you a fan of the person that made the comment or the person riding
I'm
the bike?
a fan of all our fans, and Alonso Lopez.
we love the fans.
Yeah. At Special Ed,
What are you doing?
Hey,
pod favorite ASBK.
Hey.
good man.
Good man. KTM would keep Pedro at Gas for another year if Mark wanted the factory KTM seat. Fucking
That's
hot
a
take.
great call.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's a good one.
Don't want to
Yeah, I reckon they would.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think you want to piss off the fucking the future though.
Nah, but you know what? I reckon he'd cop that. Because that would see Binder out of his contract.
Oh, so Binder's got one more year, does he?
Does he have till 25 or 26?
I thought it was 26.
26.
Yeah.
I'm
End of
pretty sure.
26.
But is the
pretty sure.
contract with KTM or is it with
I think it's with KTM.
yeah?
As
right.
in,
KTM or
Red Bull KTM?
Red
No,
Bull
it's KTM.
Yeah, so he can be on any bike.
yeah. I think they're all, if I'm not mistaken, they're all contracted to.
I wouldn't be surprised if they dumped Binder down to Gas and just put Mark and Pedro in.
But I think that's a smart call.
Yeah.
Special Ed.
Special
Bro,
Ed.
imagine those 4 riders though. Like you've got Marquez, you have
Pedro.
Pedro Acosta on the factory
Brad
team, and
Binder.
then Miller and Binder on Gas. Like what a team.
That's my predictions.
That's going to be an amazing team. Like,
Oh.
and they're all experienced, all smart as fuck riders, can develop the bike. Like, that's going to be incredible. What a get.
I think that's a great take. I think that's really smart.
Thanks, Special
Yeah.
Ed.
That's
Yeah,
a
that-
really, really good one.
That's why he's a racer, mate. He knows.
Yeah.
What else do we have here?
Breakfast.
From Damiano.
Garapoli.
Yeah, Garapoli.
Oh,
right
Damo.
here.
legend.
The bearded man.
We'll get him back on, but you got to speak a bit more, Damo.
yeah. He got starstruck. He was starstruck last time. He's going to be listening
Actually,
to this
he
at work.
was
going,
our-
fuck
he-
you guys.
He was our first special guest. Technically.
He was actually.
Yeah, he was.
Just gotta speak a bit more, Damo, and we'll get you going.
Did he
Alright?
get a helmet butt? Sorry, Damo.
Nah, he's got enough. He's got the bloody greatest Rossi helmet collection going on.
Yeah, he
man.
does.
story.
He does. This is one definitely appeals to Daniel and me a bit more. Favorite special edition F1 and MotoGP
I did see
liveries.
this, bro. How
Yeah, I'm
much
not-
time we got?
I'm not a huge fan of special liveries at all.
Yeah, you're crazy like that.
Yeah.
Like straight off the bat, I actually really love the JPS Formula One car from back in the Dizzy.
Okay.
Just the black and gold.
But
Okay.
he's talking about
Special. We want special.
liveries.
Special Ed deliveries.
Mine's probably the Hawaiian Rossi theme from like 2001. I always liked that one.
The Aston Rossi 2000, was it 7?
Oh yeah,
was good.
yeah. That's a good one.
Melandri Spider-Man Honda.
Oh yeah.
Well, was that Honda?
No,
or
the Yamaha.
For the Spider-Man, he had the Spider-Man Nolan as well.
Yeah. The leathers.
Damo and I have spoken about this, and we agree both our favorite F1 is that white Red Bull Japan 2020.
that's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah, that is probably my my favorite. And I didn't appreciate it at the time. It's one of those things you look back on and go,
Yeah.
that was sick.
Yeah,
Really,
that
really
was
cool.
nice.
We should get I should get a little model car of that, but anyway.
They don't do many special liveries these days. It was obviously they did. Fabio did one on the
Sponsors,
weekends,
bro,
but
sponsors.
it's so
Grassini's
hard.
ones have gone good.
Yeah,
They're
the,
white.
The yellow Lamborghini Magello one.
That was good.
Yeah, that's
with
cool.
Pecco and Jack. That was very
Lorenzo's
cool.
astronaut
Yeah.
setup. That was cool.
Yeah.
Stoner on the white
The
Ducati.
white Ducati's cool with the
And
Aussie
even-
flag on it.
The orange, the all orange Repsol with the star.
Yeah, Aragon.
Aragon.
Yeah.
I think Nicky Hayden also had a special livery in Estoril.
Yeah, right.
Maybe. I'm going to quickly search that one up.
I don't remember, but you're probably right.
On the Ducati.
On the
I
Ducati.
think that's where my I didn't like the special livery was that white Ducati for Casey Stoner because I'm like I wasn't really watching MotoGP back then. I'm
Yeah.
like, where the fuck's Stoner? You're just waiting for the red bike to go past. And when I was a
Yeah.
kid, I was like, what's going on? That's where I sort of it stemmed from.
Him and Bayless, I think, ran a similar livery to
Mm.
like that. It was fucking sick, but
I think I might be wrong.
nah, that's all right. All good.
Wrong track. He did have a special livery though. He had the white one too with the blue star, and that looks really, really good. Rest in peace, Nicky.
I know.
Legend.
Fuck.
Special liveries.
That's all I can think of.
The VR46, thank you, Valentino.
Oh yeah, fuck the
was
big
nice.
fluoro one.
big
That's
fluoro
cool.
one.
Like you have to be so good to get your own
Man,
special livery.
there's so many.
You have, yeah.
We've reeled off a couple.
All right, how
On
many
your
more
day,
do we
mate.
want to do?
I think 3 more.
3 more.
Get you working.
Oh god, there's some good ones in here.
Oh, we'll do more. Who cares? We got all night.
At Braden Hardcastle again, he sent you through a couple, but they're good.
Okay. Share them around a bit.
Bezecchi will win 2027 world title. He has the magic touch.
He's definitely got the rock star vibes. I don't know about the magic touch, but
He's got to beat Marquez. He's got to beat Martin. He's got to beat Bagnaia.
He's got the.
I don't know. Has he got the X factor? I don't think he does.
I think he does. I think he
you've
does.
always said that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of him.
Is it because he
him
can
and
come out and
the
dominate
beast.
a Grand Prix?
I just think he's just got it. I don't know what it is.
It's all just got to click.
I think it's just so hard these days. He's not what we call the Motorsport Republica gem. He's not a once in a 10-year, once in a generation talent, but I reckon he's just a world title winner.
On the right year, on the right bike,
Yeah.
he could win a championship.
Yeah. Yeah. And
But he's not going to beat. He's not going to beat Martin, Marquez, and Bagnaia on equal machinery. Do we all agree on that?
well,
I don't
I think
think so.
Bagnaia is beatable, and I think Martin's I think they're all beatable.
They're all
these
beatable.
days.
He's
But
got to go to.
his consistency's his kryptonite.
He's got to go to like an Aprilia or like I don't think KTM, obviously. But
Well, he already fucked up with not going to fucking Pramac. That was the stupidest move ever. And Rossi came out saying he, bared responsibility on that. He knows he has responsibility.
yeah, but
on that.
that might be all good after Pramac
Yeah,
goes to
I
Yamaha.
know.
yeah, that's
so-
right. They might have known beforehand.
Correct. Good point. What else do we have? At Nicky D 3604, Ducati will eventually move Firmin Aldeguer to factory to rival Acosta on KTM.
No brainer. Makes sense.
Yeah,
God, we're really rating this guy. We've never seen him on a MotoGP bike yet.
I know, right?
Tito Rabat won a Moto2 championship,
2. Went back to back, baby.
and then he didn't finish in the top 10. Did he? I think he had one top 10 or
I
something
think
crazy.
he struggles to finish in the top 15 of a superbike race.
So
these
how does
days.
that happen, guys? Like, how does that? What happens there?
With Tito.
Yeah, like is he had it off and he's just lost his confidence? He's lost his way. Is it he
Could
just
be
can't
the-
handle the big
yeah,
bike?
Yeah,
Could-
it's
We've spoken about this. It could be burnt out.
Yeah,
Could have just
so many factors.
Yeah,
Like Aldeguer's won 1 race this year.
that's the other thing, man.
Like-
You got to look at. He didn't even hit the podium this weekend.
they're talking about him being the next Pedro Acosta. The next Pedro Acosta is Pedro Acosta. Like,
yeah, that's right.
I don't think he's even going to rival him.
I think if you're going to sort of compare anyone, the only person I can sort of put a finger on at the moment is David Alonso.
Yeah.
That would be
yeah.
that next generational.
But that young kid who you mentioned who with all the good passes, what was
Piqueras.
Yeah,
he's really good too. He's only a rookie.
Again, you got to get him into Moto2.
Yeah, that's when they shine.
Cream. Cream.
Guevara is only just starting to get top 6 results now, but everyone was talking about him being
Sergio
amazing. And then
Garcia.
Sergio Garcia's
Yeah.
coming in
Oh, gee.
and being a fucking unit. So
Takes a couple of years in that class.
takes a couple of years.
Unless you're an absolute,
Unless you're a gem.
they once in a 10
Unless
year.
you're Marquez or a Costa.
Costa.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the difference. I reckon that's probably enough hot takes. I reckon that's all the best ones.
Beautiful. Well, thanks to everyone who sent theirs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just keep them coming. We
Keep
love
them
them.
coming,
Yeah.
and we'll keep
And
putting
you
up
might
a
get your
post.
name on next week.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Speaking of Moto2 race results.
Sergio Garcia first, Iger second, Alonso Lopez third, Joe Roberts, Somkiat Chantra, Aaron Canet, Firmin Aldeguer, Tony Arbolino, Albert Arenas, and Ethan Guevara.
Guevara.
Stumbled a bit.
Tony Arbolino finally showing some sort of.
Where'd he come?
He was 8th, but he was
Eighth.
a really good late race pace.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
He's gone from hero
Interesting.
to
It's
zero.
the new
It
tyres. That's
It
what they're
is.
saying.
That's
It's
what
the
they
Pirellis.
said. Yeah.
Can't
But
get comfortable on the
everyone's
Pirellis.
on the same.
Well, that's it. You got to be
you know,
adaptable.
You got to, if you.
Garcia did it.
100%.
He's leading the title. How good is he?
big fan.
So is he the next big thing then?
Nah.
He was always pretty good though in Moto3.
No, he almost won the title from Guevara. Guevara picked him at the end.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
that last race at Portimao, wasn't it?
No, Guevara wrapped it up in Phillip Island.
Yeah, you want, remember we said
The gold
good
shoulder
job.
plates
Yeah.
and
That's
that.
right. Yeah.
With Garcia though, yeah, he's he's doing like an Alex Rins, where I think Alex Rins might have only been a year in Moto2, but 1 or 2. But he's the only person to be quickly develop on that Moto2 bike, where no one else has.
Guevara
Like Dennis
and
Foggia's
Foggia's
nowhere. You know, Arbolino's now struggling, and he's been in there for a few years. But Garcia, and he's on that good. Those Bosco Scuros are good bikes. So
Yeah, they are.
and that Le Mans race is funny. It was like, if you haven't watched it, I'll sum it up for you. Really exciting, really boring for like 18 laps, and then really,
Really
exciting again.
That was almost like the MotoGP race to a certain extent.
Fuck, that's a hot take, Tom.
A certain extent. I just thought mid-race I was thinking, is this going to get exciting? And it did. So, and then everyone goes, oh my God, the best race ever. But like, you got to remember took a little while to get there.
Yeah, but going back to
So MT helmets 1 and 2.
Yeah.
This is a new team? Because they said they're only 5 races old, this team. And I thought,
I think it's their first year in Moto2.
yeah.
I think. I could
Crazy.
be wrong.
1 and 2 is amazing.
and the first time since Marquez days that there wasn't Kalex on the podium.
Yeah, all Bosco
So
Scuros.
surely
Yeah.
Igura is taking that Nagami seat. I mean, it has
He's
to.
got to. He was going to take. I think he was meant to take it last year, but he
Yeah.
turned it down.
Well, apparently I was reading today they've given him an ultimatum. Like, he's got to take the seat this year or they're dropping him from this Honda contract.
That's so
Fair
crazy.
enough. But
That's
he
so
might, you know what?
crazy.
He might be licking his lips, going, "Beautiful, drop me from Honda. Who wants to be there anyway?"
True, yeah, true.
But then again, in the same breath, let's be real. He's not going to get it. I don't think he's going to get a ride anywhere else.
No.
There's
way.
too much talent.
Yeah, and
Like-
Yeah, it's
he's
the
going to be
only
always
way.
protected by the Japanese. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
And they're pretty stubborn.
Yeah.
They got tunnel vision.
like
Japanese.
Okinawa, you know, the island, big defense. The Navy base. All right, Daniel.
Fair crack from Canet after an operation the week before as well.
Bro, amazing. He did qualifying. I mean,
Yeah,
he's got a
put it on
broken
hold.
leg for Christ's sake. He did amazing.
Yeah.
It's great. That was a great effort.
I was so unlucky for him to get like 5th or 6th, whatever it was.
Yeah, he got bumped back last couple laps. Poor fella.
That was rough, man. But, you know,
So
that's racing.
Igura, like, I think he was like 7th with like 4 laps to
Yeah,
go or
good
something.
late race
and
pace.
amazing. So yeah, I mean, he's got some talent. Hopefully, we'll see him on a MotoGP bike next year, just for something different. You know, like it'd be good to see.
Has Furman Aldeguer been underwhelming this year?
Bit of pressure.
Yeah.
Like coming into the season, there was pressure on him. And then signing the Ducati contract, probably just, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said this. I think he performed the last 5 races last year amazingly.
Yeah.
But like, he didn't start that well in the race in the year. He wasn't up there.
No, and
he
Alonso
crashed.
Lopez did that the year before.
Yeah.
Finished super strong, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's it. This
Yeah.
him and Acosta, it's going to be
Yeah.
the
It
biggest
was
thing." And ended
deja
up
vu.
being Arbolino and Acosta, like
yeah.
no one would have thought.
And like he's had a couple one win. Has it been one win so far this year? And he's had some good races, but he hasn't like just dominated like Pedro did.
No,
They must see something
oh, of course.
in the data.
There has to be something in the data.
Because-
and maybe just his
Marketability.
mentally marketability, yeah.
Yeah, good looking fella. Got some, you know, he's a bit striking looking.
Yeah. Spanish malt. Eyes darting. Yeah, I don't know. But it would just be interesting. It's a long season, so I still expect him to take it out.
They mentioned something on commentary about this. So how he dominated at the end of last year was there was some change, or he got used to something. There was, and they're expecting it to happen again. Those last 5 tracks, he's very good at. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. He could come from the clouds and win the championship. We don't know.
Oh, 100%.
Who's winning the championship anyway?
Sergio Garcia?
Oh, God, I hope so. Daniel and I are 2 biggest fans.
Yeah.
I fucking love him.
If him or Roberts win, I don't mind anyone in that paddock except for.
But Joe
Jake
Roberts,
Dixon,
I mean, Joe Roberts isn't like a star.
Nah,
in my
come on,
opinion.
man. He's fucking.
Nah.
He's talk about someone who's like turned the corner.
He's turned the corner, but like he's a journeyman. You know, he's
no,
Nah,
really. And
nah.
remember, Moto2 takes a long
It
time.
does. Nah.
Different pathway as well. I like it.
Mark
Bad
my
call.
words, if he goes to MotoGP next year, he'll do absolutely nothing.
Bro, he's a bit of a Casey Stoner, I'm telling you.
Okay. Time will tell.
Imagine an American world champion again.
Oh, it'd be fucking awesome. I love that.
Good for the Liberty Media.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking
bro.
alright. They'll do anything.
They'll give everyone double long laps.
Yeah.
He'll fall and he'll still win the championship.
So you never know. Like, I don't know. Or Casey Stoner, why I made that comment though, is he never won a 125 or 250 world title. Bit of a journeyman.
Quattararo didn't.
Yeah, Quattararo didn't. Not saying that he's going to do it, but fuck, like he might suit a MotoGP bike perfectly.
You never know.
We never know.
I'd love to see it.
Time will tell.
Moto3.
Moto3, David Alonso, Danny Holgado, Colin Vaya, Joel Esteban, Ivan Ortola, Adrian Fernandez, Rusei Yamanaka, Antonio Rueda, Tatsuki Suzuki, and Angel Piqueras.
Just one last thing on Moto2. Just special shout out to Senna Aegis. Had a really good weekend. Got unlucky.
True.
Got bounced back to, I think he finished 13th, 12th or 13th.
Yeah.
But he was running the top 7 for a lot of the race. So, and great in qualifying. 8th in qualifying, his best of the year. So just a quick shout out. It was awesome to see.
Pod favourite.
Favorite. Yeah, so going to Moto3, again, starting with the Aussies, just there or thereabouts, just qualified well.
Bro, Rulestone was there, and then I think he made a mistake
Couple
and got
of
pushed
mistakes.
out.
Yeah.
And got pushed out wide, but he was there, and like that's an awesome experience for him.
Yep.
As a rookie, like
And we
that's
got-
what you want to be in that leading pack.
And we got a special message from Jacob's mum as well, just mentioning he's injured at the moment. So he's
Yeah.
got his
Yeah.
he went for scans. I think all was clear, but there's still some wear and tear on his body.
I was watching practice and qualifying. Fuck, he's getting talked up by the commentators
good.
heaps. Yeah, they've been like really singing his praises and like just being a rookie and how good he's doing. And yeah, like he's really like holding his own, obviously, in a good team. So
I think he'll get pushed through pretty rapidly, to be honest. And he's a big kid. Like we
Tall.
met him.
Yeah.
And he's quite tall, so I think he'll suit a Moto2 bike a little bit better.
yeah,
Yeah, Kelso good in qualifying again. Just he needs to start well, stay with that front pack, and then he gives himself a chance.
Yeah, but they'll get there. It's good watching them, that's for sure. So exciting. I'm like when I watch, because we, I guess know them a bit more now. Like it's
You just
it's more
follow them the whole
stressful.
time.
I know, and
Yeah.
I'm following them. I miss like what happens in the leading group sometimes because I'm watching them.
How's David Munoz punting off Ricardo Rossi?
Standard.
Standard, exactly. What do you expect, man? He
I love
races hard, man.
I fucking love it. You'd be so angry being everyone else as a rider though.
But that talk about like getting scared when there's a rider behind you. You know, you're saying about Alonso. Those guys must literally they'd be puckering like that.
Yeah, it'd be fucking toy.
That'd be crazy. And there was a pretty crazy pass, Colin Vire and Danny Holgado in turn 1, and they touched bars.
Oh, they did
that
too.
was scary, man. I was
That's
like,
sketchy,
It's a
wasn't it?
scary first corner, though.
Yeah.
It's got to be one of the
Especially for those
scariest.
guys.
'Cause,
Especially if
like,
it's windy.
I know, because you don't see, and you go into the corner, you're not seeing what's on the outside, and you're not
Yeah.
seeing what's on the
Of
inside.
course.
So there's a real meeting point there, almost like a docking situation. So
Yeah, right.
But
Nah,
yeah,
that's
I thought it was a pretty good race.
yeah, a great race. It always is. It always is a great race.
Yeah.
He's just so good at the end, though, David Alonso.
It's in my notes. He's so ice cold. Like just at the end, 3 laps to go, he
He's
just puts it
ruthless.
on him, and then he's incredible.
Yeah, he's the best. You knew from 3 corners out he was winning the race. So you just tell how aggressive he was.
Oh yeah, you could see it coming. That's going to shape up to be a really good championship this year.
Him and
as well.
Holgado.
Yep. Hopefully my boy Colin Vire can get himself in there as well. He's
Yeah.
not too far
No,
off.
he's there. He's up there. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
up
he's
there,
having a
but,
really good season.
Danny Holgado, I mean, he started so well last season and then just sort of fell away. If he can keep that
Yeah.
and stay up there, it's really going to be an awesome
Good little battle.
battle. It's-
Colombia versus Spain.
Us.
It's good to see a Colombian, like a South American rider up there. I think
And the
that's really
fans,
cool.
Colombian fans,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, and
They
they're-
come from everywhere.
Yeah, they love it.
They
Like,
love-
there's
I
heaps
love
of
that.
Colombians at Phillip Island,
Yeah,
Tom.
what about the one we...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
went to Phillip Island?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
the little, what was her name? Nikki or something?
Yeah, it's a real Colombian name.
Nikita. And then a few years back, remember the Colombians we saw?
Yeah,
They were lovely
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, were they?
Yeah.
You want to see Eyes Darton. You go look at Tom around Colombians.
From Darton himself. Ice Darton himself. Boys,
Only on
can
Saturday night.
can we have like a little bit of a slow clap? I want to bring you to the MJ trading cards performance of the week. Jet Lawrence.
Yep.
Talk to me, James. He is a national treasure.
450 Supercross champion, Daniel.
Man.
Rookie year. Takes it out. Just fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely
How
incredible.
did he do it? Did you watch the race or watch any footage?
No, I didn't see any of it, unfortunately.
Too busy. We're on the road, so
Yeah.
true fans we are.
Yeah, but through the whole, I've like obviously kept up through the whole season.
Yep.
It's pretty incredible
It's
what
epic.
he's done. So
Yep.
he was fighting with Cooper Webb for a lot of it.
Hard task that as well.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Yeah, exactly right. So
Yeah,
man,
awesome.
like
They-
it's
they-
credit
national
where
treasures.
credit where credit's due. So, and then obviously having a 1-2 with Hunter late on in the season is
Yeah,
a good
that's cool.
thing. And it's just so crazy with Jet. Like he gets nothing. He gets nothing from the Americans because obviously they want an American to win. I guess that's understandable, but like you got to like respect the game. He's there, and it's his rookie year. So I put up a thing in our stories. What Gypsy Tales asked him is like, what do you do now?
Yeah,
like,
where to from here?
You've won everything. You've won everything in the 250s. You've gone to the outdoors in your rookie season and then swept the whole season and lost the race.
Incredible.
And then won your rookie 450 fucking title on the Supercross, which is like the hardest one to win.
Yeah.
Supercross.
Give the man a national holiday.
I know. Just give the man something in Australia just for us and people to understand what he's done that might not be, motocross, Supercross
100%.
followers, because man, there's something there, that's for sure.
That is your MJ trading cards performance of the week.
Yeah,
Thank
bloody
you,
oath.
James. Now,
and
just remember MSR 15% off on their store.
perfect.
All right.
Yeah, but you just can't beat it. So honestly, congrats to him and his family. Like, I don't even know where to from here. Like, you just go after records now with
MXGP maybe?
Yeah, MXGP. Do you go after RC's records and James Stewart's and McGrath's? Like,
Man,
Who
talk
knows?
about the Americans freaking out though.
yeah.
Imagine
I know.
he goes and takes all them out.
Oh no, well that's it. Like he could.
And how old's he again?
I don't know. Fuck,
Early
he must be
20s?
early 20s, obviously. Yeah.
Man. And he's riding like that now.
Yeah.
So smooth. Smooth.
Yeah, he's definitely
crazy.
changed the style of motocross. And we're talking to
Even
Troy
I was
about
gonna
it.
say, Herfoss was saying, he's like,
Yeah.
I'll try to stand up,
He's nuts. So going into motocross, like he already spoke about it. Carmichael swept the motocross season twice, and he wants to do the same thing. But fuck, like you've already
So
done
many
it
things
once,
can go
man.
wrong. So many things can go wrong in a season.
Well, that's
That's
it.
right.
Like, one crash and you can break a collarbone or whatever it is. Going
Puncture?
through the
It's
whoops.
a dangerous-
Yeah, anything, man. Get taken out. Like, just to go through all that, it's pretty full on.
Kickstart Kenny, your shot could blow.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking Suzuki.
It wouldn't happen on a Honda, but hey, Suzuki's all right, man. Chill out, bro.
I'm surprised your Jigsaw doesn't have a fucking Kickstarter on it.
Nah, I took it off. Nah.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, no, congrats to him, man. So get around him.
Yeah,
And if your
100%.
listeners
Yeah,
aren't,
absolutely.
and if you are listening and you're like an F1 fan or a MotoGP fan, check out his page and just like suss out what he does, because
Even
it's,
his brother
yeah, him and Hunter. It's very, very cool to see.
doing good things. I actually seen a video of Hunter doing a clinic with some young kids.
Yeah,
It's cool to see them giving back as well.
yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah,
get
it
around
is.
them.
And the thing is, I think they need more media, but they need to cover the Supercross and Motocross a whole lot better in this country.
Yeah.
Like just getting the shitty Supercross pass, whatever it is, like they need to have it on KO, like where it's just more accessible to everyone.
Well, there's a big thing at the moment, a big push from, I think there's an organisation out there saying we need sport to be free again. Like everyone's got to spend money to watch sport, which is just so not right,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting going forward. We'll see if the government does anything about that, because if sports on Channel 10, like we saw back via Supercars back in the day, it helps it so much. Obviously above other things as well, but yeah, hopefully they'll change.
Bro, they used to have
KO is just so good though. Like,
KO is amazing, and it is still like pretty affordable for a lot of people at the same time, like with a basic package. But
how
like,
much is it?
like,
$25, I think.
yeah,
Has it gone up recently? Or?
it has gone up.
Yeah.
It started at like 15, I reckon.
Yeah. I still
But
use
it's-
James's, so I don't know how much it costs.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Jim. But like the Supercross pass is like $280 or something,
And if you're
Well,
like,
that's like MotoGP video pass.
yeah,
that's shit house though, isn't it?
yeah, that is shit house.
And the thing is, if you're on the fence about watching it, you're not going to spend the $280. You just want a taste of it to see if you like it or
Yeah,
not.
that's right.
Yeah, correct.
7-day free trial,
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, six emails later. But MXGP had it at Broadford back in like 2002 or whatever, and they had it on Channel 10 speaking about like different accessibility,
Yeah.
and like Daryl Beatty or some Rusty or some shit was commentating it, which is weird.
That's
but
cool.
like that's how you're gonna get fans into it. And it doesn't have to be Channel 10, but it needs to be like KO.
So,
or
yeah,
something.
someone's got to do it.
Yeah, it just has to be accessible. So, yeah, who knows?
Motorsport Republica TV.
That's a nice ring to it.
I like it.
Just some F1 news. Well, I don't have much F1 news this week. It's been a bit of a quiet one. We've got Imola this weekend. Ollie Bierman looks to be going to be signed for Haas next year.
Yeah, I did see that.
So with James's favourite Guang Wang Ju, he's going to be signing as well.
Shit house.
And then Magnussen sitting out, and then obviously Hulkenberg going to Sauber. So interesting. There's not much other news, but we've got a really exciting weekend coming up, 30th anniversary of Senna's death as well. So
Yeah.
It's good to see them going back to like a normal track again. Is this the first normal traditional track they're at so far this season?
History-wise. But remember, they came back to Imola 3 years ago. They hadn't been there for 20 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it is a good track. It's hard passing, but it's super exciting. It's so much history there.
Oh, I love it. I loved all the historical tracks.
Yeah, it's gonna be, and it does that front straight's got a good passing opportunity. So it's it'll be exciting.
Didn't Verstappen lap Hamilton a few years ago around Imola? It's fucking nuts, isn't it?
Hamilton's got so lucky in 2021. He Danby's gonna love this. He ran wide, smashed into the and was out, and then they red flagged it. He reversed and got back to the pits and got
That's cockroach mentality.
and got 4 or 5 points. That was all. It all came down to the last race. Like there was just moments in that season. I just didn't deserve it. But anyway, that's on to the next one.
That's what you
Won't
got
go
to do.
into
You
it.
still need to have luck on your side, I guess, and
Yeah.
and be opportunistic. Take your
That's it, mate. Make your own luck sometimes.
Yeah, you got to
it.
make your own luck, and that's fucking making your own luck.
Shuckers.
Isle of Man coming up in a couple of weeks as well.
Gee, that's come around quick, hasn't it?
27th
how
of
good's
May.
that?
Bro, I'm so excited.
Bro, we got some good. We've got Le Mans 24 Hour coming up in June as well. Isle of Man.
Love
For
the endurance.
our cycling fans, Tour de France,
Yeah,
my
that's
favourite
exciting.
sporting event of the year.
Yeah.
The Giro d'Italia's on at the moment,
It
isn't
is,
it?
yeah, it is. It is. It's funny. I watched one cycling event and it's
Yeah,
Le
no, I
Tour.
watched the tour as well.
Yeah.
It's actually, I don't know. Like,
It's really good to
you
watch.
You'd think it would be really boring, but like SBS 10:30 at night, it's fucking awesome.
It's good viewing.
It's really good
Yeah,
viewing,
the
and the
best.
commentating of it's amazing. The whole production of it's really good.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good event, that.
It's
There's a
awesome.
lot of cool stuff coming up, but I'm so excited for Isle of Man.
Fuck yeah.
We'll get the coverage happening. Dave's not there this year.
Nah, not there. Disappointing.
No, we'll get someone live.
We'll do a live cross. Actually, I think I might know someone heading across, so
Yeah, right. Not
we'll
Pino.
do something.
We'll be there one year.
Hey, Isle of Man TT. Are we ever going to see something like Bathurst?
Bro, I don't even know the history of the Isle of Man's going to be how woke this world's been.
Bro,
They've
but
tried to stop it, I think, a couple of times, but that's so
how
far
can
they seem to be.
fucking not
letting it
do
happen.
that.
Don't know.
See bikes go around Bathurst again.
Yeah, is there anyone crazy enough to do it? I suppose.
Well, if they're
So
crazy
those
enough to
blokes
do,
over there will come
yeah,
across and do
yeah,
it, I
they'll
bet
come
ya.
across. 100% they would.
I'm sure Brooksy would. He's Aussie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
I
loves
know.
racing that
I know.
stuff.
I mean, I'd love to see it as well, but like, fucking imagine the New South Wales government allowing that shit. No way. No way.
they tried to do it out. I think Sunny Coast Way, TT event, and it got shit canned. That's by the Queensland government. They don't give a fuck, really.
Yeah, they're the most anti-woke, and they even canned it.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. That would be so cool to see. I saw Isle of Man was coming up. I'm like, fuck, but they got to get bikes back there.
Yeah, it is incredible. This is going to sound crazy, but it is incredible that event still is going. Like there is what is there 4 deaths, 5 deaths a year on average, or something like that.
2.
I think it's 2
2
the
or 3.
average,
Like
yeah.
it is pretty crazy. But the guys, they choose to do it. It's their choice.
It's their
it's a
choice,
free
man.
world.
Yeah.
It's a free country.
And they're not getting forced to do it, and they love doing it.
Exactly right.
It's just like if you come off, it's very ugly.
I remember playing the game thinking, this is fucking crazy. Like,
is
it's
fucking
just
crazy.
like,
Imagine being out there.
and I mean, they know what's coming up, but like one little mistake. I mean, and you got 5 years to learn the track, they say?
Yeah, I
5,
think it's
6
5
years.
The
Yeah,
footage of Connor Cummins losing the rear over the top of the mountain, and he hits the stone wall.
Bro, you look like a mannequin. Remember rolling like that.
Fuck.
Even Guy Martin, when the helicopter was chasing him, and then all you see is
Yeah.
the bike up in flames.
How did he survive that?
I don't know, man. I don't know how some of these guys survive that and like live to tell a tale, but
Yeah,
fuck,
he'd be a
man.
good chat.
Yeah, I don't think you could get him to stop
Well,
talk. I wouldn't
strange-
understand. I would
yeah.
understand about every
You'd have
10th
to
word.
Subtitles.
Yeah.
Strange unit, but he'd be a great chat.
Would need live subtitles, Curtis. You have to typing it as he talks.
You'd be good at that, Gertie.
No, I'm looking forward to that. Michael Dunlop, to equal or surpass the record.
Still
Bro, is he
going.
50
John
yet?
McGuinness is still going.
Johnny McGuinness is still there.
But that shows you experience around the track,
Bro,
though.
and that's Cheeseburger McGuinness. He's been Cheeseburger since he came out of the womb.
Good for tire pressure at the back, you know. And
he's been around the traps, Even Hickey's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
A lot of them have. A lot
Yeah.
of the boys.
Well, that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's not like you get a new real young gun straight away because, yeah, that's 5 years to learn the track.
yeah.
And then you're going to just have the balls to do it. But, like, do you think at some point for someone like, they're obviously, they don't think like this, but they just think, all right, like, I've done it for 20 years.
Cheated death.
I've cheated death for 20 years. Like, maybe this is it. This is
I'm
it.
just gonna give it up because, like, you know, what would be a tragedy if Dunlop or McGuinness, like, they take the wrong and, you know, touch wood, like, that is so tragic. They've been doing it for 25 years.
But they know that risk.
They know. I know they know the risk. But the thing
But
is,
even the GP guys know that risk. Anyone
Yeah.
racing knows that risk.
well, that's the thing, and they know that, and like it's so sad to see. But then you go to like Nicky Hayden, he's done all that crazy stuff, or Norik Arbe, man, he got hit by a fucking tram
That's
and
what I mean.
died. Like you can do all this crazy stuff, and then
Look at the
lightning
shoe.
just fucking
Going down
yeah.
the
Yeah,
That's skiing, you know.
But look at Steve Irwin, classic example.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking hell, that's
So it's
Yeah.
pretty, you know. If it, I obviously that's why we're not in their position because they
That's
don't
right.
think like that.
We're
John
talking about
McGuinness
bikes
just drinks a
not riding
fucking
them.
Guinness and then jumps on a CBR Thou and goes 200 miles an hour.
And that's why Rossi's stealing cars.
Yeah,
But like racing's just in their blood.
yeah. It must be an ego thing as well. Like I still want to show that I'm the fucking big dog.
There'd have to be a bit of that.
Fuck
Of
yeah.
course. It's a bit of that.
Take the records, but scary, man.
No, it's going to be an awesome few weeks of
Yeah.
racing.
It's all coming up. This is like prime
Oh,
time.
winter in Melbourne, fucking
the
best.
best.
Yeah, it is the best.
Good footy, good
Yeah.
beers. Well, not good footy for the
Yeah,
tyres,
footy's
but
been
Oh,
shit.
no, footy's been good. Footy's been great.
All the sport, motorsport. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Oh, best. Looking
It's
forward
good.
to it.
1 year in, boys.
yeah, here's to another year.
Here's to another year, boys.
Again, thank
Yeah.
you to everyone who's been there along the journey.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, special thanks to obviously our sponsors, Curdy as well
Curtis.
last
yeah,
year.
Thank you, mate.
Curtis.
Thanks, Curdy. All right.
He's the man behind the scenes. If
Get
it,
him on.
If
Get
it
him
wasn't,
on.
Come in.
if it wasn't for him,
Come in. We're going to start bloody docking. Let's go.
Come on, dude. And shout out to all of our special guests.
Yeah.
Again, as we say,
hey,
thank you.
Short but sweet.
Thank you for all your time, and to all of our pod favorites, and again
Yep.
the people
And
that have been
special
there
guests
since day
and-
one.
yeah.
Special guests and everyone.
Yep.
We couldn't do this without you guys. So keep cheering us
And
on.
a massive thank you to Luke, and the boys at Benzina.
yeah, Christian.
Minkia. This has been
Christian.
Adrian, Christian, and Luke. Thanks so much. This is an awesome space, and what a facility, you know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Gonna have to do a live potty one night.
yeah,
100%.
Live race
Watch
one.
party.
Watch party. That's
Watch
what I'm
party.
looking for.
Actually, Magello might be good.
yeah. That's what I was talking to Luke about that.
All right, let's
Get it
talk.
going.
Let's talk off camera about it. Let's
Yeah.
get it organised. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Love it.
guys.
Cheers, boys.
See yous.